Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Rocky Mountain Gardens. My name is Mary, and just in case you're new here, I do everything pertaining to gardens and home on my channel. So today guys, let's talk about bushes. I live in a suburban garden with a relatively small yard, and I wanted to share with you what I have learned about some of the best bushes to buy for your smaller sized garden. We'll just jump right in to take a look at some of these lovely plants that you can purchase for your garden to beautify it and just have it look fantastic. And we'll talk flowering bushes and other types that will really spruce up your backyard. Let's get started. Because I live in the mountains, I'm going to be sharing with you bushes that are particularly tough, can take those cold winters. And there will be both blooming and non-blooming bushes for you to choose from. So let's start today with Weigela. The Weigela varieties that you are seeing here are small plants. They bloom in the late spring and can attract hummingbirds and pollinators to your garden. Always look for a zone 4 variety, but as you can see, they come in pinks and whites and even reds. So you have much to choose from with this amazing small plant. Are you looking for a tough native plant? Well, then why not try this 9-bark variety called Little John? It only grows from 3 to 4 feet tall and wide, blooms in the early spring, has these gorgeous burgundy leaves, and it grows in full sun to partial shade. A lovely plant to choose from. You may know that color can be achieved in your garden with foliage. And in this case, with the barberry family, there are many colors to choose from, such as this crimson pygmy barberry. Here is an example of the golden barberry, and if you don't have anything blooming at the moment, this bright yellow shade that you see here really sparkles in your garden. And of course, barberries do stay small. They never get out of hand. In the spring, I cut off any dead branches, and then it just leaves out and gives you this fantastic color. There are brighter red colors, such as this red lady barberry. And as a caution, just remember that barberries do have thorns on them. Now, if you love many flowers in your garden, we just can't forget shrub roses. And the newer varieties have been developed that are disease-free or at least disease-resistant, and they come in many colors, remain also small in the 4 to 5 foot range of size. If you like a luxuriant green background to your flowering perennials, try boxwood. And if you live in zone 4, this green velvet variety will be able to withstand your harsh winters. I have several Anthony water bushes in my garden, and they are just fantastic plants. This is where mine is at the moment. It is before the blooming begins. You can see though that as the leaves first emerge, they have sort of a burgundy color to them, and later they begin to turn this lovely green shade. And what I do in the springtime is I cut off the dead blooms from the previous year so that this beautiful flush of leaves and soon to come blooms will all really shine without the dead parts, sort of making it look a little raggedy, I guess. This is a fantastic bush, like I said. Here is a photo of Anthony Waterer while it is in bloom, and I must say that it is well known as a very long blooming perennial, so you get a lot of enjoyment from the blooms. And then following is a picture of a different variety of spirea called Lime Mound. And guys, I just need you to know that spireas come in many different foliage and bloom colors, so there's so much for you to pick from this family of bushes. When you live in a cold climate, there's always a chance that the buds of your French lilacs, the traditional lilac, will be frozen off and you will have no flowers. But with these dwarf Korean lilacs, which are later bloomers, that really helps your ability to enjoy lilac flowers with a spicy fragrance. Here is a fantastic bush called a Daphne, and the variety is called Carol Mackey. It gets these tiny little flowers on it in the spring, and they start off a pinkish color and fade to white, and the leaves are so cute. Let's see if I can show you one here. Here we are. Here's a good example. Let's see. Right here. You can see that there are yellow tinged edges to these leaves, and it is just fantastic. This bush stays rather small and is slow growing, perfect for a small suburban garden. Here is the Daphne when it has flushed out with full leaves later in the summer. And we're going to walk over here to the corner of this bed in the front of my yard, because I wanted to show you this spectacular bridal wreath spirea, and I wanted to capture it while it was still in bloom. Isn't it lovely? I just adore these beautiful flowers. Now, this is the third year it has been planted in this space, and let's come over here and maybe I can give you a close-up of a bunch of the flowers. They tend to grow in these little groupings like an umbrella. I think it might be called an umbel actually, but you can see they have a yellow center and each flower is gathered together, and then they come arching up and over. And I believe as this plant grows and gets older, it will have great arching branches, which is a very graceful look for a bush. I hope this video has been helpful for you in finding some new small bushes for your backyard. This is Mary saying thank you for stopping by, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.